Alright, YouTube, here we go. This is my homemade distiller. Anybody interested in having fresh drinking water, this is a great setup and very inexpensive. Most people have this, which is the pressure cooker in their house. This is a 4.4 quart. They say to fill it 2/3 with liquid if you're going with the liquid, so that's what I did, and it's about a gallon of water. And then I took braided PVC, took the pressure regulator off the top, put this braided PVC, it slipped right over the top of that where the pressure regulator would go, took the clamp, clamped that down. This has the safety valve still, so more than 15 PSI can't build up. It'll pop this open so you're not, basically having it in your house. It just closes and locks like that. The braided PVC comes up into my reservoir. I've seen a guy, this is where I got the idea, it was a blog, I'll put it in below the video. He built one with a radiator. I don't have the money for that, so I just used this $5, 47-cent tote from Walmart, and it's basically my reservoir. It gets heavy with water, so what I did is I made this overflow right here, and that flows back down with braided PVC into the sink, so when the water gets hot, because the steam comes through this tube and it goes down into my little coils, which are made out of copper. There's my primary coil, and then my secondary coil. Like I said, he used a radiator. I did it this way because this is what I had laying around. And then the braided PVC I went and bought. But basically hooked it up through here. When it comes to the braided PVC, I tried it with just braided PVC. It's too insulated. It didn't condense the steam into water again. So you need the metal, the copper, brass, whatever you have laying around. It's got to go from the PVC to the metal. Otherwise, it's not going to condense back into water properly, and you're just going to get steam into your clean water tank. This is the clean 2-liter water bottle that it'll go in from the steam. Now, you might wonder if it's going to make it up this tube. This is all under pressure, so it will push the water up through this tube and it'll go in here. And then back to the reservoir, like I said, after a while this gets hot. Because the steam obviously gets hot. So this is more or less a distiller and a hot water heater all in one. So if you were out in the woods, or if you had no power, no nothing, no fresh water, you could get some nasty water, put it in your pot, stick your pot over a hot fire, and if this was laying next to a stream or whatever, if you didn't have, just dip your coils right into the stream, and then you have fresh drinking water coming out of here. But like I said, this gets hot, so what I do is I'll turn on the water here, and I'll fill this reservoir up, and when it gets high enough, it starts going through this drain, and it'll drain out into here. And I just built this up. I'm going to run it for the first time, so I don't have it filled up all the way because that's just a waste of water. But it gets too heavy, and it's too much work to sit here and try to fill up and dump the water out. So I built a little drain so it could just overflow out. And then after the water gets hot, I let cold water run in here until it's warm to cool the coils down. And then I turn the water off, and I don't have to worry about dumping water because the overflow just drains right into the sink. So let me go ahead and turn this on here. Now, be advised, I've tested this and found out the proper time, but I normally set my timer for an hour and 20 minutes, and that gives me on high heat, that an hour and 20 minutes is what it'll take to boil this whole gallon of water. There will be a little bit left, probably about a ½ inch of water in the bottom, so it's not a full gallon. It's a little over a ½ a gallon, but I do that for safety measures because you don't want this thing boiling with no water in it. First you'll mess up your pot and you could cause an explosion. So again, make sure you have a timer because this will not shut off when there's no water in it. And that will cause problems. So just kitchen timer, hour and 20 minutes, and then when this beeps, it'll be ready to fill up with more water, and then it also gives you a little leeway so you know when to, just about when this is going to be filled up. But I advise not leaving the house or anything while this is operating, and make sure that you use safety always. Safety first. So there's your homemade distiller, and I'll give you guys another little video demonstration of the full clean water and what the water actually looks like when you're done boiling it, because that may surprise you more than you know what's actually in your water. So, thank you.